Oh, am I alive? There's a chance. Alright. It's, I'm 1 hour actually later than I thought I could try and start the stream, but that's fine. Yeah, I have to go at 10 and it's 6, so gives me 4 hours. And I'll probably have to take a bit more time off to get ready for leaving, so probably not 6 hours or whatever I just said. Alright. So where'd we leave off? We're just going around. Alright, prestige. Time to get the chat up. Like the amazing streamer I am. There we go. Is that good? Alright, that looks good to me. Alright. I think I'm gonna do some bug fixing now. What's my main issue, is the placing. It's odd. Not the crates though. Although that is kind of weird, you can place them inside each other. But basically, yeah, so that's not, it's just very buggy at the moment. So I'll fix that. What I'm guessing is the click connection is getting cleaned up and then like set again each time, because a tool is unequipped and new tool is equipped fairly often. So here, I'm gonna make sure it's the right thing I'm trying to fix. Ooh, that's not good. Test. Why did I just get an A? Oh, I'm in crate service. What am I doing? Slightly odd. Yeah, okay, this is just messy. But it's fixable. There. And I start. So when I place this, that works. And I'm guessing that will work. Yeah. I can't really test the others because I only gave myself $10. I'm gonna try again. I need a dropper or something. Okay. Actually, no. So 2. And if I swap like that, which would unequip and then re-equip another at the same time. Okay, what? But this one doesn't let me place it down. Interesting. Okay. Surely it's not data saving issues. I would hope not. Good. Okay, I need multiple things in my inventory then at the same time. Okay. That's a bit weird. So these guys didn't enter the inventory. weird. Did I just place it? Oh, okay, that's a bug. Okay. So it's just a strange data saving issue where for some reason it decides to not give me some and give me others, which is great. Let's print the inventory before I do anything in here. And then print it afterwards. This is surely going to be where the issues arise. Surely. Okay. Now what happens if I have two? That works. Then gotta get another. I think I know what the issue might be. Soft applied tools. Yeah, okay. See this. I'm going for IV in crates. I equals 2 and then for IV in Tycoon parts. I equals 2. So humongous great idea right there. That's just overwriting the previous tools. Or same index. That might not be the only issue, but it's definitely one. Do I need this though? Okay. I'm gonna separate the player tools into 2 actually. Because it still needs to like query it and stuff. Okay. S-type. This should work. Wow. 2 upgraders. Is my data just like writing over itself or something? I don't understand. Why isn't it working? So it's wrong. So I'm guessing if I try and drop like upgraders down or another drop, huh? Yeah, because it's literally got nothing. That's great. I must have a very silly mistake somewhere. Okay. So where am I giving them the part? Create service. I see. Okay. I was almost there. And hopefully this is the fix. Oh. Alright. And so far, so good. But yes, my data was writing over itself. Well, hydro dropper. No upgraders? What's going on? There we go. 2 upgraders. It's working now. Yippee! Mythic, right? 1 hour, gee. Who set it to 1 hour? I need to be fired or something. I wanna eat the chili. Gonna get some more water. I'll be back. I'm back. What's that noise? There's music? There's some weird music. Okay. Oh, dang. time to fix all those weird transparency things, which... Do I have that? Yeah. Okay. So... it should just revert to their original. Not going to 0.4, but just to what it was before. Local starting transparency equals target.transparency. I'll put this microphone cable back over my monitor. It's getting in the way of my keyboard. Starting transparency. Else. Okay, I can't do much here. Let's get rid of that. And now it's going to give me another bug, but that's fine. Starter dropper. Okay. Interesting. Result.instance. Now we see. Hopefully. Place a crate down. Collect a couple more. Okay. I'm very close to getting it. I forgot these are broken. Or like, I forgot to just reset the info about them. It's nice though. Let's open some more crates. Wow, same thing 3 times. Alright. I just double placed that one as well. Okay, so I'm gonna have to change a whole bunch of stuff with that transparency then. Where's attempt? If data service get player. Then no, if it is going to place on a point that's already been placed on, we'll deal with that logic as well later. Okay. So this is ugly. If result, then we've hit something. And if result dot instance get attribute point, then we've hit a block. so spicy. Ouch. I've got a terrible spice tolerance. Oh, so what I was doing, if it's a point, that's the only time I want point. Number. Okay, point type will also be fairly helpful. Okay. I'm looking probably to find the parts folder. So I shouldn't do any yielding code in here though, so I'll do the parts folder in start connection. So how do I get this, you know? Am I renaming the droppers? Because I don't think I am. No, I'm not. I could name them the point. By just adding a point along the end to both. It's absolute spaghetti code, but should help. Cool. So if point type is equal to tycoon parts, self.toolifo.name.type, then else we want to get that one part, so I call no part point number. Nice rain. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain, but you guys are watching. That's cool. What am I doing? Right. So blah blah blah. Let's make some comments so I don't lose myself here. Right, this is a block. Block allows to be placed already a part placed on the block. Cool. So else, there's no real else's. Like, we just want to get the displaced part out of the way. And then we pivot the self to the instance.cframe. self.placing goes to, I'm going to pivot here, and then have a return here, so it never reaches that. Now, I haven't done anything with the transparency, so it's not going to look good, I don't think. Not yet. But it's got the general idea, right? Nil is not a valid member. Okay. So I'm never setting point, my bad. Self.point equals to number. Is it number? What am I passing through? Yeah. Oh no, I've already done all that. Point number. Alright, so I've done all that. Now I need to do the transparency. Which we only need the one that they're currently on, and the one that they were previously on. Self.target. Okay, I'll just keep it as self.target. Basically, and then like previous targets, transparency beforehand as well. Like, this is a slightly odd one to have. Do I need it as self.target as well? Where is it ever used elsewhere? Literally nowhere. We just say local previous point equals nil model. Local previous transparency equals. Wow, the rain is loud. Number. I don't actually need to type this. Oh. Oh. There we go. Come over here. And we do a check. Maybe if previous point is not equal to result dot instance, then previous point dot, and it's not model, it's a part. Previous point dot transparency equals previous transparency. And now previous transparency equals result dot instance dot transparency. And then we say result dot instance dot transparency equals 1. And then we can kind of get the previous Can we go like that? Put him down here, press end. Here's what not really. Okay, so result.instance isn't even a thing though. I'll just say previous point.transparency equals previous transparency. No. Okay, that's fine. Just an if previous point, then. Not too bad. Do I need to? Surely it was fine for the rest. Okay. Okay, almost good. Previous point. Okay, now this might do something. is looking good. No. That's fair, that's gonna happen. What? Don't forget to set the names on the upgraders, maybe. That's very plausible. Yeah. My bad. I'm not sure the previous transparency thing's gonna work. It gets close to it though, it's closer than anything else I've tried. Place a drop bar. Okay. I forget to move back the displaced guy. Whoops. We don't need A anymore. Okay. How am I gonna do this? Okay, instead of actually setting it to previous transparency, that's not going to be a thing anymore. So transparencies. We have again a free spot is going to equal 0.4. Hovered equals 1. Taken equals 0. Taken equals 1. So we find local previous point number no, it's not. It's to number previous point dot name. If it's not instance, then we're gonna do gotta set it back. Previous point number, then previous point dot transparency equals transparencies dot taken else if else it's probably going to be previous point dot transparency equals free. Why are we setting result dot instance transparency to 1? I'll just set it to transparencies hover. Okay, previous transparency is another thing. If previous point, then we'll just do this. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna work. I have faith. Surely. Can I afford that? I can. The second best crate in the game. Okay. I'm so close. I think it's almost done. This issue though, not the entire game. That's probably a bit further away. I'm not moving that guy back again. I forgot. These should be getting collide off. Okay. Now let's move back displaced guys. Did Can I do self.displaced? Where's my displaced people? Yes, self.displaced. So unnecessary. Now I think if displaced part, then displaced part pivot data store service. That's interesting. Not what I was going for. Displaced part, pivot to previous point Z-frame before previous point, and then we just set it to nil. Hopefully that works. It's a very short crate line. Okay, so let's put down the starter dropper, and then let's, okay, I gotta do that as well, but when it switches, he arrives back. Boom. And the other one is still dropping parts. That's cool. Why do I still have the nature dropper in my inventory? It's a bit interesting. Tad bit strange. I must be doing that check too far into the script here. Yeah, I am. Whoops. But that's fine. We just have to remove a part. Man, AFK. Okay, I'm back. Next time. What was I doing? Right, remove a part. So unused index dropper. Okay, my theory is I don't think I should use an unused index, but more a point so that I can try to remove a point later by indexing, or like, whatever, getting a point from here and then calling clean function. So function, that's fusion, not function. Function server dot remove part, self server player and point number. So self dot player parts player dot user ID point clean, and then we'll set it to nil. Okay. Nice. Now how will the players like remove a part on will, like maybe having a removal tool? Hydro operator. Okay, now is it going to work? I'm not sure if I set it to delete all the parts as well. I don't think I did. I did. Nice. Look at that. That's so cool. So cool. Now I've done that. Displacement issue. That's one more. What's he yelling at me for? Ah. Okay. I mean, generally there does need to be a previous point. So yeah. There. Now it should all be done. In a slightly less spaghettified code, but it's still pretty not nice to look at. Yep, it's working. Nice. Oh. I see. If I overlap. How do I do that? Is it just going really quickly? Interesting. Something happened. Should I make it so you can like tap your crates so they can quicker? And then you can upgrade your tapping strength? No way, I just got that. Also, I'm gonna make these look nice. Have like a rolling kind of effect going through multiple different possible ones in a blacked out with like a highlight over it which is black, so they can't see what it is until it lands on one, and then it'll have the name tag above it and it'll rotate, and then it'll jump into the place inventory like tween. Alright. Time to work on the animations. create service. Right. Do I have scale 2? I do. Oh, it's tweening a move model, that's weird. Anyway. Start placing, spawn new crate, place a crate. I've actually got 2 nice tweens in a different GitHub, which I'm not gonna go copy and paste right now at all. Where would it be? Base service? I doubt it. Placing service, that's where it would be. Here they are. Nice. Why'd I give them capitals? We go. Spawn tween crate. Self client crate model. Client, what's going on? Alright, and then if we want to like place a new crate, we put it to parent and then we go model, no, self spawn tween crate. What? Why'd I call it that? Tween crate. It's probably the main tween I'm ever going to use on it anyway, so it should be fine. We should do it for this as well. Now the game's gonna look amazing. What? Oh, this is on the spawning ones, right? Crate is a whole different thing here. It probably is over here as well. Yeah. There. Maybe it could be a bit longer. Yeah, it's nicer. I feel like doing the same thing for the placing of tycoon parts. It's probably a good idea. Let's go. It's literally the exact same as the crates one. So I could have probably just put this in a module somewhere, but oh well. There we go. No, I just need to... Actually, we can have a function client dot... what's it called? Part placed self client. If self.parts folder let's get the index, the point. Okay. I feel like the delay on this, because it's going to the server, might make it look really weird, so we'll see. Self.networker via something like that. I forgot to pass through the point. What? Okay, that's a bit odd. It's not happening with anything else, I don't think. Okay. Oh, wait, that's right. These guys are not all set to 1 on their scale. They are actually... that guy's 0.963, that guy's 0.8. Okay. Well then, let's get the scale. Equal part scale equals get scale. From part scale, you want to go and now 1.3 times part scale, and then from 1.3 times part scale back down to part scale. Yeah, it's more along the lines. Slightly slow though. It feels better for these to be slow and these to be quicker, maybe. Yeah, they need to be a bit quicker. Okay, and that's pretty quick. That might be too quick, actually. Maybe the scale needs to be timesed a bit more. Whoa, Inferno Dropper, that's the first time I got that. causes a couple issues if I do it that quickly as well. It's starting to tween before it, like, the entire model's loaded in. It's not good. But it's also just a solution for another day, because I don't want to work on that. These guys, these are what I want to work on. Also, I should turn Cane Collide off for everything here. No, not packages. And then collapse all. Nice. It's a good step forward. I just whacked the microphone. Nice one. What's is the time? Actually, I can see how many people are watching again. 6 views? No way. No way. What was I doing? Right, the animations. So great. Also, I'm not gonna be able to go live again till 5 in the afternoon from 10. So what's it, 6 hours I have to take out, which I kind of took a 6-hour break yesterday as well anyway. 10 till 5. I could do 5 till 10, being another 5 hours, or 5 till 11 for 6 hours. And I could do, what, it's almost 8 now. I started at 6 or something, so it's been 2 hours roughly. Now, we'll see. We will see. Okay, what was I doing? I was making the animations. Place crate. Wait, do I make the little guy on the over here? No. Maybe it's when I click A here. I see. Function client dot create open animation. Self, I'm probably not gonna need. The crate we're going to need the part, which I can't remember what it is. Inventory item, that's what it says. That's probably good enough. Good enough. Okay. So I kind of wanted to act like a spinning wheel, you know, where like they it's quicker at the start and slower at the end, but I don't know if I want to get a whole bunch of models each time. Do you think players will notice if I just get one part, one upgrader and one dropper, and then just spam roll them? I think it's very plausible they'll start noticing later when I have more distinguishable droppers. But for now, maybe not. They can open multiple at a time as well, so we should make them in here. So upgrader equals replicated storage dot assets dot tycoon parts dot starter upgrader clone. Local dropper equals replicated storage dot assets dot tycoon parts starter dropper clone. There we go. Local second time equals false. Wow. Num is smaller than x. Do. Okay. Local num equals 0. X. I don't know what x would be called right now, but I'll just set it as like 40. We go equals not second time. If second time, then upgrader dot pivot to. Let's get the C frame before we destroy the model. And let's take the dropper and pivot him to the abyss. Local abyss equals cframe.new vector 3 new 0 negative 50 0 abyss. Else it's the other way around. Abyss. Now we do num plus equals 1 task dot wait quicker at the start, slower at the end would be num divided by x now. Then task dot wait 1.1 scale you over here. Dot center. How long should the player be able to see it for? And this is just a rough thingo. Tycoon model. Atom drive. Clean. Atom drive. Destroy. We should add the crate to it as well. Okay, so this is going to be very rough, right now at least. Actually, this guy's not going to get deleted, so we're not going to be able to see much of it. And I got a C frame. Because I forgot to pass it through, maybe? No. What? What is crate? What am I passing through with crate? Okay. I don't think crate is a model. You, however, are a model. And we're not gonna add him, we're just gonna destroy him over here. Because he has to be destroyed before everything else. What? Actually, doing 40 is gonna take years. Like, proper a minute to open. And upgrade it, and almost what I want. Almost. Ooh, somebody's finally chatted. Thank you, mister. I love the encouragement. Have I seen... Nah, I don't think I've seen you on any of the other streams. Where do you find my videos? Like these streams? They wouldn't pop up in recommended, I wouldn't think. No. This guy is gonna be scaled down. Same with upgrader. Nice. It's always great to see new people, or any people actually, because I don't think I've had many people at all, because I just started 2 days ago as well. Okay, we're gonna tween these guys. Dot tween parts. Probably not gonna need self again. I'll pass through the model. Okay. I'm gonna take this. Change, the twin infos. The twin infos are going to have to change. Because it's a much quicker tween in and out. I'll just call it 3 and 4. What did I say? I can't recall what that's in relations to. I think I was telling you about if it's good to see anyone around here at all. I don't know. This is going to be half. Okay, why isn't... Oh, I don't have self. Tween part. Not parts. Where is it? Here it is. Not part, but upgrader. What's... okay, I see. Tween dropper. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Any social? Yeah, I got Discord, mister. Where's that at? I should probably just like have these things in my description. I'll just copy and paste it over. That's literally the username 1.0.1.1. I think. I can't remember if the dots are in it or not. But if it sends a username or a friend request, it should probably go to me. Okay. Is it gonna work? Oh. Okay, that looks kind of cool. That looks pretty cool. Let's then just tween that as well. Nice. Thank you, mister. I should actually... hang on. I won't do it now. Yeah, I won't do it now. What am I looking for? Right, both of these guys go to the abyss. Local highlight equals highlight fill transparency equals 0. Highlight dot fill color. Did I get it? Fill color equals color 3 dot new 0. Highlight dot outline transparency equals 1. Dot parent equals workspace. We can add that to the trove. Anim trove, add highlight. Then, alright. We set it to Dawny. I think I can do that. Yes. And Dawny equals upgrade. Else it equals dropper. Now let's see. Okay, it's almost there. Just missing a couple of things, and it needs to rotate. For underscore v in pairs. Upgrade get children. Do read up transparency equals 0. I can't have any transparent parts in here, because if I do, the highlight does not get applied to them. That looks all goofy and stuff. Okay, set that to 20, divide you by 4. Almost there. It's got the primary part, which I forgot about. If v dot good. If v to upgrade dot primary part return and alright, let's test that. Well, I think it's very plausible I might have made a mistake. Maybe it's setting the parent workspace. Can I keep it in replicated storage then? Is that plausible? Because I thought it had to be in workspace to function anyway. That's just because I clicked way too quickly. Oh man, it's all broken. What'd I do? Let's destroy the crate a bit higher. I'll just make a temp folder. Cool. Parent equals self.temp folder. Okay. Is it my for loops that's giving it a tough time? What's going on? Drop our children. Oh, hang on. I think the return is just returning all the way out of everything. There's a chance. It doesn't seem right though. We'll see. There we go. Now let's see. There we go. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Let's have it spin around a bit, I think. I think spinning would add a bit. Only to the last one though, right? Spinning to the others doesn't seem right. We'll add some sound effects later though. Local spinning connection equals run service dot heartbeat connect function. We go tycoon model pivot to tycoon model dot primary part dot cframe times cframe dot angles, and then I have to guess which one, and I'm gonna guess it's this one. I don't know. Don't know which one it should be moving on. I'm gonna change the overlay as well. Okay, that's the wrong one. Wrong axis. I could try this one. Yeah, that's it. Way too fast though. Let's add it to the trove. Divided by 10. I feel like 10 times slower is probably good. Alrighty. Okay, I'm a massive fan of that. That looks so cool. Now I need to do like an arc of it jumping into the player's inventory, kinda. And we've got to... How do we hide it from them for a while? I'll think of something. Plausibly. I could just do like task delay when giving it to them. And make sure, I mean, if they leave whilst they're opening a crate, I would say that's probably their fault. I mean, it's probably not their fault sometimes, in cases where they might get disconnected and stuff, but it's 2 seconds. It's like two cases maybe in the entire world. I think it should be fine. Create server. How many seconds? I'll say 2 for now, but I'm guessing it's probably closer to 3. So actually I'll just say 3. Actually, I can set the crate to nil as well as it at the same time. So like that opening, and if they do leave, the crate's not gone, it's just not opened. Okay, that's close. It's more like 5 seconds in reality. Mm. There we go. Splendid. Truly spectacular. I want some effects as well, but I don't know how to do effects. Is there one thing I don't know? I probably know a lot of things. I don't know a lot of things, but that's the main one I want to know. Okay, that's a bit better. I feel like I had 3 things in my inventory. Did I just... What did I just do? I might have accidentally done something. Oh well. Okay. These are issues I'm not gonna have. Oh no, not this again. No. I think I thought I fixed that. Wow. Shocking. Oh, I can do that. What do I do? Do I don't know. I'm not fixing that bug right now. I don't feel like it. And quite frankly, I don't have to. So what I am going to do is when What was I doing? I was gonna have some little overhead UI for the droppers. Let me think, what's it gonna look like though? Should I have overhead UI for the droppers that are placed down? Because I know I'm gonna have it for the ones that get opened. Alright, let's start designing. Actually, I can probably show you guys Figma. How do I do that? No, I'm not showing it. Because then I have to open up like a whole new tab and everything. No, not a new tab, but like a new source. And crop it and put it in the screen. It's too much work. Let's get this. Starter dropper as like it's a good name. Rare is the worst. What's it called? Worst rarity. You know how like people say mid and stuff when they mean something's terrible. Same with rare. 1 in 20. And I should have a mutation somewhere. Like, if it's mutated, it should say so. It should say so. Toxic. Like that. Immaculate. Amazing. Okay, now let's change these colors so it looks a bit more like what I was thinking. Let's just white. Let's just leave it white. The stroke is most likely going to be black. This chap will be like a light blue. Darker blue. Okay. I mean, it is pretty cool. 1 in 20. It's just, I don't know how much info I should be throwing at the player. I think that's kind of cool. I'll try and... Nah, I'll just show you guys when it's in. It looks kind of tough. Smooth that guy over here. Okay. What am I doing? Making the UI. which we can do. Let's make this model a lot earlier. There's no need to do it all the way down there. It's good. And then we make the UI, which I can actually probably just copy a lot of this. Oh, because it's kind of the same logic. Like that. Tycoon model dot. Where do I put it? I'll just put it in primary part for now, but that's not gonna work for much, because primary part is at the center of like the base of the model. This guy will be name, which does not need all that. Part.name. Okay. We'll have the mutation of the top, and he's going to be a lot smaller, like a 0.1 actually. This guy can be 0.5, leaving 0.4 for rarity, and then this guy goes text x alignment equals enum.text x alignment dot left. So this guy is over to the left. We'll just call this guy part.mutation, but we won't show it if the mutation is equal to none, but I'm not doing that right now. Just want to get it out of the way, and then rarity. Which means I haven't actually assigned the parts rarities yet, so I should probably do all that. Okay, well, I'll just do it presuming that I've given them rarities. A new gradient. Color is equal to color, no, global gradients rarity, rotation equals -90. Alright, now it's time to give them all rarities, which is amazing. Rarity is a string. I'll move that over here. Let's go. Actually, can I go like that? No. Wow, that's some nice thunder. Okay. There. Enter. Control V. Boom. And do it again. Nice. Okay. The first two will be rare, the next will be epics. Maybe. Next will be legendary. Actually, no. We want the player to feel like they're upgrading as soon as they plausibly can. Then it's 2 legendaries. 2 mythics, I'd say. Nice. Now we're just gonna add rarity along into here. Now what? Alright. Close other tabs and then we see if it's gonna work. Almost. I forgot about the sizing. And the offset. Okay. Well, here. No, here. So this guy is still way too big. We can set him to like a 0.3. This guy can be 4-4. No, 3-4. And then make an attachment. Relative to the world. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. Very nice lightning, or thunder, whatever. Is this a vector 3? I think it is. W 0. And then we get the Tycoon model size. Inbox. And 0. We set this guy to attachment. Alright, that seems alright. Just a couple of sizing issues that might need fixing, because I haven't seen it yet. And I forgot to do that again. Stop the weird overlay looking thing. No. Need like way more over here. And we gotta cut you down to probably 4. You down to a 2. And you up to a, no. Okay. You can stay 3. Ooh. Padding can be 0, 2, 3. I think I went with a 3 last time as well. Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably good. I'm not gonna get it much better than that. For now, at least, for now. That's cool. That sounded like lightning. Yikes. Okay. fix the overlay issue is the next thing I've got to do. Okay, that looks good. Dot on top. Dot. What is it? There we go. I think that's good for now. Oh no, I got to do the arc and stuff. Okay. But I've also kind of got to get ready to go. I'm going to get my shoes and socks on, and I'm going to come straight back, and I'm going to finish the rest of this. gonna unmute my mic for now because the what's it called? The thunder sounds really nice. So if you can hear it, that's cool. I'm still putting my socks on though. What was that? I like heard something in my ear. It's probably just the music. It's so weird. Why does it do that? It keeps making that same noise. Nobody's. If it's my headphones. No, it is. It's the music. Why is it doing that? It's just weird. It didn't sound right. Oh. Got some exquisite socks on right now. And my shoes can actually wait, because I'm not leaving for another hour and a half. Now, I don't actually know how to do arcs, but that's what I want to do. So... okay. Let's think about this. We want the player's position. Equals player dot character dot... actually just dot primary part, right? Or let's just say humanoid root part. I don't know why we do that. It just makes it more difficult and you get less intelligence. But I'll do .c frame. Okay. So that's one place. And then the place that the Tycoon model's already at. And then... I gotta use math, man. Let's go on a Desmos. Desmos graphing. So I want negative x minus 1. Is that the same as x negative x squared? I highly doubt it. It's very similar. Okay. So... how does this help me? Maybe we have magnitude, which is like the proper distance. And we say 5 maybe. And so if I... how do I plug that in? Can I times this whole thing by magnitude? Or plus magnitude? That's like it. But I don't like the look of it. Or -1, maybe minus magnitude. There we go. That's almost right. It's just way too curvy. Divide by 2. 3, 4. 3. Okay. So, I might be overcomplicating it, but let's try and put that in here. So... okay, I don't actually need C-frame, but I'll just get them anyway. Tycoon model C-frame equals Tycoon model dot primary part dot C-frame. And then local arc